We build the future now. Zanekin Studio.
Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here and Teresa Ekholm, the co-founders of Zanekin Studio here. Welcome to, what are we up to? Week 12 of Zanekin Studio's Weekly 7 podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are watching us live on YouTube, then feel free to put the comments and you can open up the chat and have a chat with us there. Put your questions there and we may be able to answer them while we're on the air. If not, we will answer them in a future episode. So Teresa, welcome. How are you doing this week?
Hey, thank you, Helen. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day here in Colorado Springs.
It's a gorgeous day here at Waikanae Beach in New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
I even got 2 loads of laundry out today on the clothesline.
Oh, my.
One of the things I totally missed when I was in the US is nobody would allow you to have outside clotheslines because all the places we lived in were in homeowners association things and clothes were not to be seen outside hanging up drying, not even on clothing, on the drying racks.
Wow.
And so I totally miss that. So I take every opportunity I can to get the laundry out on the clothesline.
And so it gives you that fresh air feeling? Or?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It gets blown around in the breeze. It takes like up to 4 hours to dry, but you just stick it out in the morning to bring it. Although I put it out at lunchtime, so I'll bring it in this evening before it starts turning dark and the juice starts coming in at the end of the day.
Nice.
Yes, nice fresh air. Oh, nothing like it. Better than, and I don't have to use fabric softener or anything. It's awesome. But we also have something new for you guys. If you want to join us on Fridays for our AI open office, just scan the QR code that is up here behind me here. Just scan this and it will take you to the registration page so you can join us on Fridays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time for our Zanekin Studios AI open office. And you can bring your AI questions with you. We demonstrate we'll demonstrate 1 or 2 apps and how they work and throw around ideas, and conversations will go from everything from creating a song through to creating what do we go through to creating agents. There's all sorts of topics in between. We find out what everybody's been using AI for during the week, and you actually learn a lot of stuff through that as well. So that's what's coming up. So what's that? Have we got a topic for this week?
Well, we're going to continue talking about agents and workflows. And I was just going to comment that our community always has such really great ideas and we have wonderful discussions.
They have some amazing ideas. So come join us. Just scan the QR code up behind me and you'll be able to come register and come join it. And when you register, you'll get reminder emails and you don't get spammed with them either. You just get a reminder email to say, hey, we're about to go live or we're going live tomorrow. I don't remember which ones they say. But anyway, last week we talked about AI-powered repurposing and what it can actually do. This week we're going to get practical. This week is where things start to feel real because let's be honest, most creators and business owners don't struggle with ideas. They struggle with time. So by editing, organizing, posting, and keeping track of everything, it takes up a lot of time. And this is where the wheels fall off your plans of repurposing your one piece of content and creating 100 different ways of using it. So today we're going to focus on how to scale your content using AI systems, not by working more hours, but by building a workflow, and Teresa loves workflows. It keeps everything running in the background while you focus on creating. So let's get into it. You ready for question 1 there, Teresa?
Oh, yes, I am.
Can AI help with batching?
Well, yeah, of course. It's one of its primary things. Well, actually, so AI can definitely help with batching. So it can process multiple videos at once. That's more than I can do. It can identify key segments automatically, and content can be generated in bulk. And you get to shift from editor to curator, which in my mind is way more fun. And this is important because batching reduces daily workload and removes the pressure of constant content creation. So, for example, a coach records great content, but every week she feels like she's starting over. One Monday, instead of editing one video by hand, she uploads 4 at once into an AI tool. In a few minutes, she has clips, captions, and post ideas ready to review. Nothing magical happened. She still had to choose what to use, but suddenly she was making decisions instead of doing repetitive labor. That shift gave her time back and made her content feel manageable again. So, our practical takeaway for this, Helen, is if you upload multiple long form videos at once and let AI extract the clips in the background, then you can select and schedule the best pieces.
I love that. And it saves us a lot of time. I mean, in 10 minutes, I can have 28 posts created, proofed, and scheduled. 10 minutes.
Helen did that earlier today during our meeting. Actually, it was the last 5 minutes. She says, "Oh, I needed to have this done," and she types it in. And while we're still busy chatting, it goes. I
Yep.
went, wow.
It had 7 posts for 4 different platforms, all in those platforms' languages. So for the people that were tuning in on those particular platforms, they could understand it because it was related to what was happening in their world. Like the LinkedIn posts were for the LinkedIn people, the Facebook were for the Facebook people. So as we've talked about, that it will adjust the posts based on the audience that it's going for, and that's what we did today. In 5 minutes, we had originally he had Sunny and Marbleism had created 7 posts to use across 4 platforms. I went, no. I said, I need 7 posts per platform because we need to target each platform differently. And he went, oh, sorry. And then went, and there were 28 posts, 7 for each platform. So while we were talking, I'm busy proofing the posts and said, yep, these are great. Please schedule. Done.
And
5 to 10 minutes.
gorgeous pictures to go with them.
The pictures are amazing. I mean, we don't even give them any direction on the pictures. We just say, here's the information that we want the post created. It pulls out the key information from each question, formats it into the language for that platform, and creates an image for it. And then not the same image on each, and the different images for each platform. So he's created 28 separate images related to the platforms they're going to, the 4 platforms, and 28 individual posts, complete with descriptions at the length required for that, or the length that's best for that platform, because X just did like 1 or 2 sentences. For LinkedIn, it got a little longer. The same with Facebook. There's a little more information in there. Again, Instagram was a little shorter, not as short as X, but it had it all created in minutes, and it just saved us hours.
And we don't have to go post it. It does.
It's all scheduled.
And
We just told him to schedule it. We did have to tell him to stop scheduling them because he was scheduling before we proofed. And so when I did my instructions for this week, I said, please do not schedule the posts until we have proofed them. And so once we had proofed them, we just went, go ahead and schedule them. Done. Yeah. We get back so much time using the AIs to help us.
And it's fun.
Batching.
So, Helen,
Yes.
are you ready for the next question?
Absolutely.
So, how do I organize repurposed content? Repurposed content.
Well, a central hub will keep everything trackable. So if you're using Google Docs, you can track it through that way in spreadsheets and things. You can, in Marbleism, they keep track of it all for you. So you just click on the posts and you can see everything there. You can see the central ones. If you're using a blog from a website, you can have a way to track that. You can keep it in one place. Like, here is the blog I post. Here are the shorts I created. Here is the podcast, and keep all those links and thing. And my brain just went blank. There was nothing in there. Sorry, my brain does this every now and again. In the middle of a flow, it just goes, it just wipes clean. Like, I lose all track of, what was it? Oh, we're talking about trackable. So yeah, so it can do that. You can, and the content should be grouped by source. So if you're sourcing it from one particular article, like a blog post or a podcast, keep everything in that folder. When you create that folder, keep the blog. Here's the blog, and here's all the bits we created out of it. Here's the podcast. Here's all the bits we created out of it. This way, it keeps it all organized, so you can see what you have created from that particular piece of content. The other thing that you can do is that you can tag everything, so it prevents duplication. So if you've got things tagged in there, and you go, okay, I want to see everything on batching posts. Sorry, like I said, blank mind. Then you can go through and see what you've got in there and make sure that you're not duplicating things. And organization improves consistency. If you set up your organization at the beginning, or even now, as of today, if you've got stuff you've repurposed and you've got no idea where it is and it's all disorganized and everything else, start today. And you'll find that the more that you're organized, the more the consistency improves, because you can quickly see what you've already posted. You can quickly see what pieces you've created from that one piece of content as well. But without organization, repurposed contact, don't know where that word's going today, becomes chaotic and difficult to manage. So your practical takeaway is use a tool like Notion or a spreadsheet to track content by source, format, and posting status. I haven't used Notion for a while. We used to use that like just a few months ago, and then we found something else to replace it with. But I will tell you, Notebook LM is good at putting in here as the main thing and helping you sort out the repurposing thing as well. And that keeps it all in one place. And then you can take all of that into Marbleism, or you can give Marbleism, like Penny, give her, here's what I want the blog post written about. Here's some key points I want hit. She'll go and write the blog post. We check it. We then give it to Sunny to say, create the social media posts, and then we batch all, and then we organize them and get them all things. So we can go back and see what we've done with them and how we've taken that blog and what we've created from that. So,
yes. Now, you did know, Helen, that you can ask Penny to take that same blog post and ship it over to, give it to Sunny and say, write me a LinkedIn article and write me an X article. And Sunny can do that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yes. I'm going to have to explore that more. Now, if only Marbleism had like a video editor where we could go in and say, take this podcast and create the shorts, and then from that create the most social media posts to post all these different, that would be awesome. So if anybody from Marbleism head office is listening, we would like an agent that can take a podcast like this and create it into shorts, and then we can hand those shorts to Sunny, and he can go post them and schedule them and post them for us across the platforms.
Yeah. Now, vidIQ will suggest some shorts for you, but you can't tell it to do 7. It does however many it thinks. So
yeah. But if we could take that tool that Sunny already has and add this, I think that would be awesome. That would make it an amazing, I mean, it's already a really cool program anyway to use, but that would just make it amazing, take it to another level.
Actually, I think they're working on a TikTok post creator behind the scenes, and I don't know what they're doing with YouTube, but I can't imagine that would be too far behind.
Which means they could very easily take the shorts and
wouldn't they? Ooh.
The brain's just suddenly gone. So Teresa, question 3 for you. Can AI repurpose old content?
Well, I don't know. I think that's kind of like cutting up old jeans and making them shorts or something, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't it repurposing a pair of jeans?
So yes, older content can be reused if still relevant, or I would think you could actually update it as well. AI can refresh existing material. Evergreen content extends the lifespan, although these days, Helen, with AI moving so quickly, I don't know what a lifespan is anymore.
Neither do I.
But that means there's no need to always create new content. And what's cool about that, especially with our attention spans and our brains, sometimes we could reread the new purpose content and not realize it came from the previous content.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So, your content library is often underused, even though it contains valuable ideas. It's a bit like finding $20 in a coat pocket you forgot you owned, and except in this case, the coat pocket is a YouTube from 2023, and the $20 turns into 6 posts, 2 reels, and 1 surprisingly decent newsletter.
But that's awesome, though, that you're able to do that. I mean, yeah, and AI, like you said, AI can help refresh it. So you can take, this is a blog post I wrote 5 years ago. Can you please update it? Same content, but update it to match today's technology. Yes. Or whatever it is that you're talking about.
Yeah. I've never heard it. It's never come back and said, I'm sorry, that's really too old.
I wonder what would happen if we took a blog that was written before AI was around. and add another 5 years to it, like something that I wrote before 2020, to take it now and say, can you please update this to match what today's trends are or something.
I think that could be hilarious.
I'm going to try that. I mean, I've got, when I was in the travel industry, I have a lot of articles that were written that were related to travel at the time. They were evergreen at the time. Are they still evergreen today? I don't know. But if I take those articles, if I take those blog posts and put them through AI and see what it say, hey, this blog post was written in, like, say 2016. That was 10 years ago. What changes do I need to make to make it relevant today?
Actually, that could be a super interesting blog post. In other words, you do pieces from 2016
Mhm.
and then you say, and here's what has changed. So you can combine them both
Yeah.
together.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Wow. You get it to write the 2026 version, and then you go and say, okay, now can you take the 2016 version and the 2026 version and merge them to show this is what it was in 2016, this is what it is today.
And then you can say, and you can be the judge of as to whether it's better or not.
Yeah, because you've got to have that human factor in there before you go posting anything.
That's
Because we
right.
as humans have to verify that.
Oh, thank goodness. I was working on I was creating an agent today to help me write my newsletter for my open office hour. And I don't know what happened, but I told it to redo this in a certain format.
Mhm.
And it went away. I mean, it went away, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, I thought, this isn't working. And I clicked stop. So actually, I went over to ChatGPT and I said, I think I should click stop. And it said 15 minutes. It must be writing the Encyclopedia Britannica. Do hit stop.
It's funny.
Yes. All right. So the practical takeaway then is go back to older videos, blogs, or podcasts and run them through AI to create fresh clips and posts. So I'm
I like
really
that
looking
idea.
forward to seeing what you create, Helen.
Yeah, so am I.
All right. Are you ready for the next question?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, how often should content be reused?
Well, let's see. Most content when you first post it is missed the first time, because it's in there, and it really does depend on the time that you post it as to when people have the most eyeballs in that particular platform.
Mhm.
And reposting is effective when it's spaced out. Format changes keep the content fresh, and timing does matter. So look at around 90 days for reposting of things. I often get in my feed, I will know that somebody is in a reposting thing because I will see that post, and then about 10 posts later down the feed, there's that post again. And 10 and about 15 down from that, there's that post again. And like it's in the one day, they've like repeated every time, and I'm just like sick of it.
Mhm.
I just get sick of it. But if you're doing it like every 90 days, you can go into some scheduling programs, and you can say, I want this content here and I want it reposted every 90 days for the next year. So to
Yeah.
get posted 4 times over the next year. You can do that. And 90 days seems to be the right number, even though AI is changing as fast as it can. Excuse me. It's changing so quickly. It's literally changing day to day. If you go to, there's an AI for that. They're posting 2,000 new AI programs or apps every single day onto that website. Do not go there unless you want to be totally and utterly overwhelmed and to the point of freezing, because there's so much information on that website. Some apps are good, some are not, but having to filter through them is a lot. But if you ever want to be overwhelmed on AI and how many applications it can be used for, go to there's an AI for that.com. It will blow. The first time I think I've visited it twice since I first found out about it, and it's just mind boggling.
Yeah.
But the reason that we want to have know that most content is missed the first time. Reposting is effective when spaced out. Format changes when to keep content fresh. Timing matters. The reason we want to know this is creators often avoid reuse out of fear, but repetition is necessary to reach. So your practical takeaway is wait around 90 days before reposting and change the format or the angle to keep it feeling new. So if you have a picture that was posted, ask AI to recreate the image from a different perspective.
Yes.
and that'll give it a new image, and you've got the same content there. You might update it a little bit and then repost it.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're ready for question number 5.
Oh, yes.
Can AI identify key moments?
Yes, it can, including the ones that I forgot happened. No, this is really totally cool. So actually, I was working on an agent today that was taking my open office hour video from Friday, and I said, "Give me the highlights." And also, if somebody made a really cool quote, bring that up as well. And now I don't remember what it was, but I went, "Oh yeah, that's cool." I think it was the one from Paul who was talking about. Oh gosh. I don't remember it. It had something to do with the okay, Notebook LM. He was doing something in Notebook LM, and it was just anyway. So you'll have to go back and read the
I
story under
will.
the thing, and then we'll find it.
I'm just looking quickly to see if I have my notes sitting here handy. Hang on.
Yep.
See if I have my notes here.
And there was also a really good one from Gary. Yeah. So
No, I don't have my notes written on here.
and then last week it was one from Marcy from her wanting the recipe and then wondering why I didn't
Oh,
ask her if
yes.
she knew how to cook it.
That was really cool.
What
But
actually led
hey, I mean, the thing that she used for that was just amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Just having a quick look because that's from last. I loved how you created a trivia game.
Ah, I'll have to do another one for this coming week, maybe. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. But no, I didn't have that quote written down. My notes are all over the place. I've got my notes all out of order. I've got to go through and organize them.
There's
So yeah,
probably
we'll use
an
pen and
AI
paper
for,
for my notes.
there's probably an AI for that.
There probably is. Well, there's got all those note takers and things, and I don't trust half of them. Because one
Yes.
is like, there's one that, and I don't remember which one it is, if you get stuck in that, it's like everything, and it goes into every AI meeting, and you can't turn the stupid things off.
How many times did we kick out Gary's note taker or Jay's note taker?
There's one person that there's like 5 note takers come in on that person's name before that person even shows up on the call. And I'm like, remove.
Okay, now we have AI entourages.
So back to our AI identifying key moments.
Okay, so yes, AI scans transcripts for the high impact moments. It detects emotional or insightful segments, and it can remove the need for manual searching. Thank God. And it speeds up clip selection. So this is important because finding the best moments manually takes time and slows down production
Absolutely.
and drains your energy, or at least it drains my
Absolutely.
energy.
If I can get AI to do that for me, that's a huge help.
Absolutely. So instead of scrubbing through a 48-minute video looking for that one brilliant sentence you said somewhere, after a sip of tea and before a tangent about scheduling tools, AI can go find it for you. It's like having an assistant whose only job is to say, "Here, this is the part where you actually sounded wise." So, the practical takeaway then is use AI tools to automatically surface your best clips instead of reviewing the full recordings yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it will pick up things that you may miss.
Yes.
If you're going through listening, there could be a moment where you like tune out and you miss those wonderful words of wisdom that you said or somebody else said, and then you tune back in and you've completely missed it. AI doesn't zone out.
No, it doesn't. It
It
doesn't.
saves you from zoning.
Okay, Helen.
Mhm.
How do I keep content fresh?
Oh, well, there's all the new stuff that you're creating, but repurposing requires variation, not duplication. So instead of duplicating a post from before, throw it through AI and say, I need this refreshed so I can repost it. That helps. Changing captions and visuals creates new interest. So this is where you can also do A/B testing as well. You post A, which has this visual with these comments, and you post visual B with this. Sorry, post B with this visual and this content. Same message in both, just delivered slightly different, and see which one gets the best results. Different angles keep content engaging. So you might turn around and say to AI, hey, I need to change the perspective, the point of view on this one, from this to this, or get it to say, suggest it. We need to give it a different angle. We want the same message, but just a different angle, and it will generate it for you. AI can generate multiple perspectives. So you can say, here's my one piece of content that we did. We need to repurpose it. I want 3 different perspectives. And it will do it for you. Just tell it how many. And this is important because audience disengage when content feels repetitive. And that's when I'm scrolling through the feed and I just see the same post after the same post after the same post after the same post. And I'm like, yeah. So stop the repetitiveness, get the different perspectives, and then post those. Because then it doesn't look like you're being repetitive. It's the same message. It's just told in different ways, and it will resonate with different people because of the different perspectives you're looking from, that you're getting it to. So your practical takeaway is use AI to rewrite content from different angles, such as educational, storytelling, my favorite piece, or behind the scenes. So have it do those different perspectives for you, and then you can post them. Instead of waiting the 90 days, you can post a little more often because you've taken that one piece and you've repurposed it and you've got it to do it from different perspectives. So now that's, if you say, I want 4 posts to go on each of these different platforms, and then you can turn around and say, okay, I want these same 4 posts, but I want them from different perspectives. I want each one to be 4 different perspectives. It will do that for you. And now you can get it to go schedule the different posts. Same message, slightly different twist on the words, different images, and a whole fresh new post.
I love that, Helen.
Seconds. I can get with this hand. I have a clicking problem. Click this hand.
There, you got it.
It can do the motion, it just doesn't click. And I'm like, I will sit there for ages just going, okay, it does it that way. I'm doing it the same way. Why is it not making the same noise? I envy people that can go click, click. I got to go click, click. It doesn't work. So. Totally off topic.
Yes.
So our last question for the day, Tirza, can AI generate captions from transcripts?
Yes, thank goodness. However, I have to say, Helen, it most often messes up the spelling of my name and Zanekin, of all things. I've seen Zanekin spelled 3 different ways now.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
We might have
Anyway.
to train it. If you hear this word, this is the spelling.
Exactly. That might actually work, except anyway, thankfully, when you're doing captions on all of them, I think TikTok, Facebook Reels, and YouTube, you have the opportunity to go fix them.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Which can also save you some from embarrassing moments too. All right. So yes, AI converts transcripts into captions quickly. Captions can be platform specific. AI adds structure, hashtags, and calls to action, and the messaging stays consistent. So I will add, the other day I discovered actually on YouTube, if you turn off captions, I think for the longer videos, or at least the closed captions, that's against the law in some places or something like that.
Yes.
So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, because in some place, because of Americans Disability Act, they require you to have closed captions.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
see, the thing is that I have videos that are on there that have the captions that I have manually placed on there, like for my music videos, where I've had the captions, I manually place the captions on there because I don't trust the caption thingy on YouTube. So I comply with having the captions on there. I just don't have the captions turned on for the video.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So if they say that's illegal, it's like, no, the video has captions. Look, watch it.
Well, I wouldn't watch a music video in silent mode because that really wouldn't make sense. But
if people want to hear the lyrics, that's how they're going to hear that's how they're going to see the lyrics, is by watching the video, and the lyrics are right there on the screen.
That'll work. That'll work. All right. So writing captions is time consuming and often inconsistent. I can attest to that. All right. So listen, this saves you from staring at a blinking cursor, trying to write a caption that is insightful, warm, persuasive, platform appropriate, and somehow not identical to the last 12 captions you wrote. AI gives you a strong draft, and then you come in to make it sound like a human being with a pulse and a point of view. So, the practical takeaway is use AI to generate captions directly from transcripts, then tweak for tone and voice.
Yes,
So,
love that.
I am most pleased with the tools we get to play with.
I know it's so much fun, and then sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I'm just like, I need a break.
Yes.
Because AI is so exciting, and the tools that we have are such phenomenal tools, and they can do so much. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming with how much they can do, and the brain just goes blank. It just like wipes itself clean and says, I can't deal with this anymore. So I know I've got to get up. So I've now got timers on set. So even during the day when I'm working, I get up and I walk around the office just to
Yes.
get a blank. Or I might power up the laptop, walk around the house with the laptop with me. So if a chat comes in when I'm on the help chat, I can just put it on the kitchen bench and reply to that. So I can wander around the house and I'm not constantly sitting at my desk. I find that I'm sitting too much. So it's
Yes.
a way for me to get up. And if I want to, I can go outside and sit on the front porch or the back porch there and type. Just go
Yeah.
sit on the steps there and just type and do my responding and that. And when I was dog sitting, I would actually get up from the desk and go sit in one of the easy chairs with the laptop on my lap and just do my responses with my feet up on the footstool. And it was very more comfortable because the chair that I was using was a wooden chair, an old style office wooden chair, and not very comfortable, especially across the middle of the back. But being able to go and sit in the easy chair. The only problem with those easy chairs, they were very, very comfortable. And you risk the danger of dozing off.
Mhm.
But thankfully, I have my volume turned up. So if I'm away from the desk, like getting a glass of water or something, and it dings, I put down what I'm doing and I go straight back to the desk and start to answer the chat. So thankfully, the ding is loud and it's sitting on my lap. So it's a little hard to doze off when that thing's going on. But yeah, so yes, totally get that. Get up, walk around, take the laptop with you and everything else. So that is our show for today. So our closing thoughts are, here's what this really comes down to. Scaling content isn't about doing more. It's about doing it differently. So it's instead of going, I've got to come up with a social media post for this, and this, create that one piece of content and let's put it to work. AI gives you the ability to take one piece of content and extend its life across multiple platforms, formats, and timelines. We even just talked about how to refresh old content to make it new again. Instead of constantly starting from zero, you're building momentum. That's how you create consistency without burnout. That's how you stay visible without being overwhelmed. That's how your best ideas actually get seen. Yes, and that's us for week 12 of the weekly 7. Hope you've enjoyed that. From me, it is Hei Konara, and we'll catch you next Sunday at the same place, same time, same channel. Tirza, any last
Yes. Thank you all for joining us. Please do, when you come in, if you have questions or there's something you'd like to hear answered, please put them in. We'd love to hear from you. You can always send us an email at zanekinstudio@gmail.com. We will respond to every email we get. And in the meantime, keep playing with it and keep playing with AI. Oh, yes, and
Join
also
us on Fridays.
come join us on Fridays, where we have a very lively interactive session with the entire community.
And it's only an hour that we're on for, so it's not a lot of time out of your day. It's just an hour. And even if you come and get that one nugget, it will be worth your time of spending time with us. Yeah. So with that, we are out of here. Go out and have a super fantastic sparkling week. Hei konara.
Thanks for spending time with us here at Zanekin Studio, where curiosity drives innovation and builders explore what's possible. Until next time.